people hear about self-improvement, they think of being more productive, having good habits, making more money, and doing that. What most people don't think about and don't talk about, just because it's not that sexy, is about removing things. What do I mean by that? When Michelangelo was asked, how did you sculpt that amazing statue of David? His response was, when I looked at the raw block of marble, I can see the perfect man inside. All I had to do was to remove everything that was not him. You and I look in the mirror sometimes and get these glimpses of the greatness that we can become and the greatness that we can accomplish and do. But there's so many things internally that need to be removed for that to happen. So a big part of self-improvement is about removing all these obstacles, all these internal obstacles that stop us from becoming the strongest version of ourselves. All the unnecessary thoughts, all the unnecessary emotions, all the doubts, all the fears, all the mediocrity. These are just patterns that we have. They are repeated. They're subtle, too subtle to notice, but too hard to be broken. What's the saying? The chains of habit are too subtle to be felt, but too hard to be broken? Something like that. That's what they are. That's what's keeping you from becoming the next level of great. So how do you become a more virtuous man and a woman? We have to transcend our impulses that don't serve us well, no matter how attached we are to them, no matter how used we are to them and how familiar we are with them. All these things are unserving us. My impulses, I want to eat like a pig. I want to go on Instagram and scroll for 30 minutes. I want to go on TikTok and watch videos mindlessly. It just feels good. But is it serving me? It's not serving me. That's what we have to sacrifice so we can become virtuous men and women. Trying to people please, being fake. And the other person that you're trying to please is also trying to please you and being fake to you as well. These are big things that are unresourceful, that we're so used to. They're so unnoticed. But we have to let go of. We have to deny those things. We have to reject those things and live truly more meaningful lives. So talk is great. What can you do about it? Well, I suggest you meditate. When you meditate, you're gonna stir up the bottom of the lake and bring up all the crap. And then you have to deal with it. All the negative thoughts are gonna come to the surface. A lot of people I suggest they meditate, they tell me, no, I cannot meditate. It's either I cannot at all just focus, or if I do focus, I just get triggered because I think of all these bad things that happened to me in the past and all these thoughts that I've been trying to avoid by listening to music and watching entertainment and being on TikTok. Well, until you deal with these things and confront them, they're gonna have power over you. They're controlling you from the underworld. But you're not aware of it because you're distracting yourself. And the cost is you're not living up to the standard of your dreams, of your goals. You're not fulfilling your full potential as you know you can, as you know you deserve, as you know in your heart, there's something in you that tells you that you can do better, you can do more, you can have more meaning in life, you can enjoy life more. I know it. So what are you gonna do with all the time that you were spending on social media, playing video games? What are you gonna do with all this time? Just sit and do nothing? No, now I ask you to align with your purpose. Try to find out what is it that you really wanna do in life. Imagine when you're 90 years old and looking back, what are things that you did that you regret? And those are the things that you're gonna try to stop doing or doing less. And what are things that you look back and you're proud of and like, man, I did it. I did the right thing. I did it my way. You know that song? I did it my way. I love that song. And those are the things that are gonna replace the habits that were not serving you. If you play video games 2 hours a day, that's gonna either cut back or replaced completely. If you're on social media 30 minutes a day, that's gonna be cut back or replaced completely. Because I want you to live the life that you deserve and that you truly want. If you're into music and you want to make something out of your music, you're gonna spend those 30 minutes, instead of being on social media, you're gonna spend them on music, thinking how you're gonna make music, how you're gonna make better music. If you're an artist, a painter, make paintings, paint. Anything that is not in alignment with your purpose, you're gonna cut the fat. That's something that you don't need, even if it's acquiring knowledge. Like, did you know that reading can be an addiction? If gathering information gives you pleasure, but you don't use it resourcefully to support your purpose in life and your mission, then you're just wasting your time gathering knowledge. Keep in mind that statue of David, you have to remove everything that isn't necessary, everything that isn't you. You have to remove it. Just the other night, I caught myself spending 10 minutes on something. It wasn't even entertainment, it was education, but it wasn't in alignment with my project that I'm working on these few months. And after the 10 minutes, I thought to myself, I could have eaten in those 10 minutes. That I could have slept 10 more minutes if I had went to bed at the right time. I could have prepared for my clients that I had to coach the next day. I could have made a YouTube video or scripted a YouTube video. So if I'm gathering knowledge just for the sake of gathering knowledge, it's just an addiction. I just want to pride myself with the knowledge that I have, or I want to feel that pleasure, that comfort, that I'm gaining more knowledge, even though it's not serving my higher purpose that I've decided for myself and that I'm pursuing currently. So I stopped, and now I'm more vigilant when I grab my phone. I'm more vigilant with what I'm doing. Is everything I'm doing in alignment with my higher purpose? Is everything in alignment with a greater good? Everything that isn't serving your purpose, you have to remove. And then you'll have this great, beautiful, perfect figure that you truly are and that you're truly meant to be. But that takes a lot of work, a lot of sacrifice, and a lot of grit. I'm not saying any of this is easy, but that's what we have to do. And I'm here for you. Let me know in the comments what other questions that you have, what other struggles that you have. You only live once, and you have to live the best life that you can. My wish is for everyone on their deathbed, look back at their life and have no regrets. I want everyone to have the sentiment of, I did it. I lived a great life and I did the best with what I had. When you try to implement these ideas, it's gonna suck. But the more you suffer and the more you overcome that little bit of suffering, the more of a badass you're gonna become. You may face a lot of boredom, you may face a lot of demons, you may face a lot of bad thoughts that are creeping up. Just embrace it, feel it, don't judge it too much, and keep going. And then follow your purpose, and then take action that is in alignment with your purpose. It's just that inertia in the beginning is gonna be so hard to push that boulder, but then it's gonna start rolling. As you gain momentum, it starts rolling. And then even if you wanna stop the good habits, it's gonna be hard to stop the good habits later because it's just a body in motion, wanna stay in motion. As my friend says, embrace the loneliness, embrace the boredom. Feel it, sit with it. It's not gonna kill you, it's just an emotion in your body, it's just energy in your body. If it was causing you to take behavior that was unresourceful before, well, now just sit with it. And as you learn to sit with it, you're gonna learn to take action in alignment with your purpose. An action that will make you happier in the longer term, if you are able to overcome that little bit of discomfort in the short term. The light comes from the deepest dark. When you feel lonely, just remind yourself that you are a magnificent creature. A lot of energy was put into you to be sitting in front of me and watching me talk. So you are valuable, you are worthy, you are loved. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. Just remember that when you feel lonely. You don't need external validation. You can bring your validation from within. You can start to believe that you're worthy. And that's why we seek people pleasing unconsciously. Bring it back. You're the only one that needs to be pleased by yourself. You're the only one that needs to approve of yourself. And the consequence of that is you're gonna be a more reliable person to the people around you because you're not being fake to them anymore. Let's crush the fakeness. Let's get real. Have faith in the process. Have faith when you're going through hard times. Have faith that you're doing the right thing. Courage comes from being right. When you're doing the right thing, just have faith that even though it may be frustrating right now and you're feeling a lot of uncomfortable things, just faith is gonna give you peace, that things are gonna be better. The harder you work on that statue of David of yours, the better your life will become and the better things you will attract in life. But it's hard work and it's okay to fail and it's okay to drop the ball, but you have to pick it back up and keep going. Never give up. It's not about perfection, it's about excellence. Just do the right thing and accept whatever comes because it's part of your journey and it's part of your growth and it's part of your lessons. Again, self-improvement is not only about doing more, it's also about removing. And that removing can be so difficult and not so many people talk about it because it's not that attractive. People don't want to remove, people want to add more, add more, add more. But what I'm telling you is so powerful. It's about removing, it's about transcending. I hope that resonated with you. I hope you really felt it deep in your heart so we can do better and be better. I love you and I'll see you in the next video.